Hi, this is Chris Rupp from the Guitar Training Camp, and today we're going to be taking a look at how to play a B minor chord. I'm going to show you 3 different ways you can play it for beginners, starting with the easiest and going to the full bar chord. So let's go ahead and take a look at the B minor chord. Okay, probably the easiest way to play a B minor chord is this little triad right here. I'm going to start with my 3rd finger on the 4th string, 4th fret, which is the note B. Then I'm going to play on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, this D right here. Then I'm going to put my 1st finger on the 2nd fret, that is an F sharp, so it goes B, D, F sharp. And that little triad there, it's a 3-note triad, it's in root position, it goes root, 3rd, 5th. That's probably the easiest way that you're going to be able to play a B minor chord. Just those 3 fingers. Now let's go ahead and take a look at a little more complicated way to play it. Alright, now let's take a look at a slightly harder way. I said it was more complicated, but it's just a little tougher. We're still going to be playing those 3 notes, except we're going to take this, we're going to take our 3rd finger, move it over to the 4th string, and get this F sharp in the bottom. Then our pinky is going to be on the 3rd string, 4th fret, which is where B is. So you're really playing the 5th in the bottom, then root, 3rd, 5th. This one's nice. Now I would probably primarily strum with this little triad here. You can only strum the first 3 strings. That's it. With this one, now we can strum strings 1 through 4, and I would make sure I muted out the 5th string with my 3rd finger. Sounds a little weird because I'm strumming down here as opposed to down here on the guitar, on the neck, but I'm just doing it so you can see how to strum it. Alright, now let's go ahead and take a look at the full bar chord way, how to play B minor. Alright, now we're going to take a look at the full B minor bar chord. The first thing you're going to do is you got to bar your 1st finger across the 2nd fret. Now what I like to do is I like to play this B here in the bottom and then mute out the 6th string. Technically you can go ahead and bar your finger the whole way across. I think for beginners that's a little easier. But me personally, I like to get this B and then mute out the F sharp in the bottom or the 6th string. So to play a bar chord, you have to bar. What that means is I'm pressing down hard enough that I can hear, if I pluck all these strings, I can hear every single string ringing. That takes a lot of pressure, so to do that you can't really have your thumb up here. You're just not going to be able to get a good enough pressure and feel comfortable playing the other notes, just depending on how big your hand is. So my advice is you got to drop this thumb down so that it's kind of in the middle of the neck back there. Alright, and then you have to be able to squeeze. You have to squeeze pretty hard. So once you're squeezing pretty hard with strings 1 through 5, then you're going to take your 3rd finger and put it on this F sharp on the 4th string, 4th fret. Then you're going to put your pinky on the 3rd string, 4th fret for that B. Then your 2nd finger is going to go on the 2nd string, 3rd fret for that D, which is the 3rd. And then the 5th you're going to get with the bar chord up here on the 1st string, 2nd fret. It's going to be barred by this finger. So once again, when I build it, I usually start with my 1st finger, kind of getting my finger kind of set on B, and then barring, and then I drop down these other fingers. Eventually, you'll be able to just kind of grab the whole thing all at once, but that takes quite a while. It takes a lot of repetition. So in the beginning, I would start with this finger, and then do my 3rd finger, pinky, 2nd, and then this way you can strum. You should really be strumming strings 1 through 5. But I mute out the 6th string with my 1st finger, and that allows me to strum all 6 strings, and then I don't really worry about whether you're hearing that little muted sound. And if you don't like doing that, then you can just put your finger the whole way across and strum, put the F sharp in the bottom. If you're worried about having that mute and everything, then just go ahead and bar it the whole way across. So that is 3 different ways that you can play a B minor chord for beginners.